What is up, YouTube? It is Cranemeister here, bringing you my first Airsoft and YouTube video. Now today I'm going to be reviewing the SIG 5521 Commando, as you can see right here in the name. Let me zoom in for you a little bit. There you go. Now this gun overall has been pretty useful to me on the field. I play over here at Livonia Airsoft. It's here in Texas. Pretty nice field, not the best when you look at it, but the fields that he makes are handmade. He made them himself. They're pretty impressive for doing it yourself with a couple of hands. Maybe his friends got together. Now, this gun looks pretty realistic. Now, it's not full metal. It's got a metal gearbox, but it is really nice polymer plastic. It is very durable and held up well. Now, this here does not come with the gun. This was bought at Livonia Airsoft. Actually, a friend of mine, Nick Perry, you should go follow him and subscribe to him on YouTube. He posts really good airsoft reviews, and he has a really decent collection of airsoft guns. He usually posts reviews about them. This actually here, this is not part of the barrel. This is actually a mock suppressor that he made for me to use. He's very good with that kind of stuff. Talented, I should say. It's actually very good. It's just actually PVC pipe, and he paints it to look as much as the color of the gun as it needs to be. Fits really nicely. He's really good with that. Gives it a more snug fit with blue masking tape. I'm really impressed on how he was able to do that. I'm not very good with my hands, very kinesthetic. He's more of that kind of person. I'm glad I have him around to help me with that kind of stuff. Alright, let's get to the gun. We're going to go from the back and head to the front. Now here in the back you have a nice skeleton looking stock. Now what I do on my rig is there is a very large buckle that I buckle these through, and I hang it on my side to get to my sidearm quicker. Now you press this button and it swoops it around on the other side, and you just have to push down hard enough until this locks, and it'll stay there. And you can do that for a nice CQB around the corner. That is very helpful. That I haven't used on the field yet. I'd like to start using that soon, the next time I get out there. So yeah, it's a very nice, very helpful. What's also cool and realistic is that on a real SIG 552 Commando is the trigger guard right here. You can push that up, and as you can see in the video, right here I'm pushing it up, flip it around, that moves. So if it's very cold like it is now, because it's January as I'm making this video, the other day when I went to go play, it was very, very cold. So if you're wearing big, thick gloves, or if you're just in the summertime, and you're wearing those Oakley gloves. My apologies, YouTube. My phone ran out of space. Had to clear that up for a little bit. As I was saying, if it's cold outside, or if you're wearing those thick Oakley gloves, or just gloves in the first place, and you can't really squeeze your finger in there, you can lift the trigger guard up, and that allows you to have more finger space right here when you pull the trigger. Now, I don't use that very often. I don't find that as helpful, or I haven't found that helpful yet, but maybe in the future if I start wearing thicker gloves, maybe. Now we're going to move up here. Here's your switch to semi and full auto. Now, in my opinion, I usually use semi-automatic because I used to be a very fully automatic person, and that would waste my ammo a lot. And I really got tired of borrowing someone else's or going to buy my own. So I just started using semi-automatic. It's kind of like, just make sure every shot counts. So that's why I know this isn't a very long-range gun. It's more to medium to very close range. So it'd be very nice to, it's just very nice for close quarter combats. That's why, you know, I'm trying to make every shot count. Now, if you're in a situation where there's people outside a window or on a corner or something, or behind cover, then yes, I'd start switching to full auto just to make sure I get that last hit. But other than that, if I'm a ways away, I'll start using semi-automatic so I don't waste my ammunition. Now here's where you're going to hold the clip, and here's the clip itself. Now I need to start getting a new clip because the clip is having a little trouble feeding into the gun. But it's not very hard. It just kind of slides in there. Not like a regular M4 or maybe a G&G type gun where they'll just slide in there. You have to kind of tilt it at an angle to push it up in there, and same for pulling it out. Here's the release. It's not on the side of the gun. On either side of the gun like an M4 would be. Obviously, because it's not an M4. So here's your your mag release that you just push and you pull it out at an angle just as you would put it in. It also has your little bolt here on the side, completely useless, just make it look cool. But you also have your hop-up adjustment in there to fix your hop-up. That's always helpful, especially if you're using .25s, the heavier gram BBs. You might want to adjust your hop-up to make them more accurate and straight, depending on the gun's power. Now here you do have a railing system, only a little bit. You have one on the bottom. You also have one little one on the side for maybe a rail cover like this one, or laser flashlight attachment. And it's only on that one side right here. You do have a railing system, as you can see, on the top of the gun. And that's why I was able to put this nice tactical AHOG sight or red dot sight on the gun, which is very nice. We can go over that in just a second. That's all I have to say about the body, including the stock, the semi-automatic and automatic switch, hop up, your railing system, your barrel, which we've already went in the stock and suppressor. It's just regular. It's not a very long barrel. As I said, it's CQB, not necessarily long range. If I can just pull it, there you go. It's not a very long range gun, more CQB, as I was saying. Not a very long barrel. But if you put this on here, it just, kind of gives the gun a more cool or aggressive look, I guess you could say. Now the regular sights, without this AHOG sight on here, you would have the sights that would look like an MB5K to me. These rounded sights here with one right up in the middle. Now this here was about $15. I'm sure it was much more expensive if you were to buy it online, but because of Lavernia Airsoft's prices, my friend who bought this in the first place actually had a much better deal on it than you would think. Let me see if I can get the camera in there for you guys. Right there. Maybe, yes, no. There. See if you can see that little red dot in there. Somewhere right there. Very hard to position the camera up into here. Wasn't able to do it like, there you go. Yeah, see, you just gotta rotate the camera on it. Anyways, got that nice little red dot there. That is very helpful. It does help on the field when you're at that medium range. And that's all I have to say for about the gun right now. What's cool though is the friend of mine who owns this also owns a M4 Viper that you can buy from Walmart or online at the Black Ops website. This is not a Black Ops gun. I'm not sure the company of this at the moment. I can look it up and get back to you guys. But overall, I've had a very good time with this gun. I can't wait to do it some more. Oh, and before I sign off of YouTube, just want to let you know, if you ever have this or are going to have this, more than likely this is just for the people who are thinking of getting it. This right here, this opens up, have your battery, just a quick little reminder. Anyways, the M4 Viper. He owns the M4 Viper and he has upgraded it very much. He's got an actual red dot sight, a lot better than this. Very nice. He's got very nice laser sight, crap flashlight, which, probably found it in his drawer. He's upgrading the stock right now. He's trying to get it to where he can move the battery up here so he can have a much better stock down here I tried it. It's very comfortable. And Black Ops, the company that made the M4 Viper, not this one, also makes an M4 Cobra, which is a full metal CQB version of the M4 Viper. And it's very cool, very nice looking. As soon as I get it, I will get a review for you guys out here. Where I got it from, if you look on the Walmart website, it only gives you the one gun and the battery and charger for $173. That was not good enough for me. If you look on Gifts for Men outlet, I'll put a link or a description of that website in the description below. You can get there. They have it for $99. I don't know if they just had one or they had multiple ones, but I got mine for $130. It was actually $99, but then you had $20 shipping, $10 shipping handling, which I guess wasn't bad. It was $130. You get a case for this. You get a case for the gun. I was pointing at the gun saying get one for the gun, not necessarily for the SIG, but for the M4 Cobra. You get a tactical soft case for it. You get an extra magazine clip. I'm hoping it's mid-cap. I'm more of a mid-cap person. For those who don't like the clank sound when you're running and the BBs are shaking up and down in that high cap. I'm not that kind of person, but you know, that's what it has to be when it comes with. It also comes with a smart charger and an upgraded 9.6 volt battery, not the usual 8.4 or 7 point whatever that you get in the box that's really cheap. Doesn't make it shoot as fast. You get a 9.6, and I'm very excited for that. I did have an M4 myself by duty calls. It was kind of cheap, but it did come with a 9.6 battery, and it worked fairly well. I enjoyed it, but thus getting old, need to get a new one. So this one's coming in. Hopefully I can go buy another 9.6 so when I'm out there on the field and my battery starts dying, I don't have to recharge and miss a match or two because it's recharging. I'll have a second one there. And 9.6, almost 11.1, which I've heard on other reviews on YouTube or online that it can only hold 11.1 at the most, and that's very, very powerful, I'm guessing. You don't want to fry the gun. So I'm very excited to get it, and I will get you guys a review on the M4 Cobra and a shooting test as soon as I get it in. That's it for now, guys, and this is Cranemeister signing off.